What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we're in Hermiston, Oregon. I've been here about an hour. Was sitting in the truck waiting for the rain to stop because I didn't want to film inside. I prefer to do the videos outside. We're about 20 minutes from picking up the unit tomorrow, and we will see what happens. Didn't feel like trying to grab the unit tonight, because then I have to deal with what's the pass going to look like. It's probably going to be fine, but I'm not in any rush as far as my timeline, so why take it and push myself to go get the unit and get to Ontario, as I don't think that there's going to be enough time on my cycle to get all the way home. So we'll probably stop in Ontario tomorrow, which sucks. I'm going to work for 3 hours, but we're out of hours. Those rollover hours that I was talking about should hit Tuesday night, which means Wednesday morning I'll get up, go drop the unit, go get the oil changed, because it finally ran out of miles. It's at 0 miles till change, about 80 miles ago. So we'll be a couple hundred over the recommended. It's not gonna hurt it to go a couple hundred miles over. It's got that sensor thing in it that I guess it reads the oil or whatever. I don't know. Everything on the internet has a different answer as to how it decides that. It monitors how you're driving and how you're using it, and then it decides from that. It's got a thing in there, and it reads the viscosity of the oil and determines it from that. I don't know. I go off that clock. This will only be the second time I've ever gone over, and by the time I get the unit dropped, I'll be 200 miles over. It's not a big deal. It's not perfect, it's not ideal, it's not what I want to do, but it is what it is. So, after we drop this unit on Wednesday, and then we get the oil changed, we're going to sit at home for a few days, and we'll take off Sunday late morning. I'm gonna, not in a rush, gonna take my time, get up. Whenever I get out the door, but it'll be Sunday morning. We're gonna pick one up in Hanson, Idaho, and we're gonna take that down to Colorado, and then we have something different coming, something we haven't done yet. I don't know if it's gonna be really cool or if it's just gonna be a whatever. We'll see, but time will tell. And rough guess, we should have that unit. See if we're picking up Sunday, dropping Monday, picking up Wednesday. Yeah, probably Wednesday. Not day after tomorrow, Wednesday, but the next one. We should be picking that unit up. So, something new. I like something new. I like trying new things. Just like I've never stopped at a space-age truck stop. It's probably no different for the purposes I'm going to use it for. It's got a small convenience store inside, and it's got a fuel island, and it's got a place for me to park so I can crawl up there and sleep. What is different, though, is, I don't know if you can see it, those green lights. Electric vehicle charging station. We're in Oregon. It is what it is. I think the electric car thing is great. I see a lot of benefits to it. I don't think it's something I will personally ever partake in, but I can see the hype behind it. So, not a whole lot of information today. We got that unit dropped. No issues whatsoever. Paperwork got turned in, but they had closed in Indiana for the day, so it's not processed, so I'll get paid for that tomorrow. And that's pretty much it. Then we took off on a what is it, 5-hour deadhead, and we did 4 of it. And then this load that we're picking up will cover the deadhead as well as the deadhead to pick up the next unit, and put a little bit of money in my pocket, at which point the next unit is mostly profit, because I think it was $1,300, and I'll spend probably $400 in diesel to get that one delivered. So that's good. And then we've only got a half day of deadhead between that load and then the new thing. So all in all, we're doing pretty well. That will drop us off in Michigan, which is not very far from Indiana. So we'll grab one of those. In all honesty, if I can find something that's going to throw me down somewhere I haven't been, I will not go north of Pennsylvania. As much as I want to go up and check out the New England area, I will not go up there and haul another unit. No. I did Jersey, and that was enough for me to say I don't ever want to go north of Pennsylvania again. I don't really want to go to Pennsylvania, but that's like the hard line. Just like I do everything I can to avoid California. Just because they have that 55 mile an hour speed limit, and I think that's dangerous. If I'm doing 55 and cars are flying around me at 80, 85, 90, and I don't know how many times I've looked in my mirror and watched guys just slam on their brakes and almost slam into the back of the trailer. Like, you're not doing anything by making me go 55. I'm burning less diesel. Great. You're putting a huge risk on the roadway. Not safe. So that's why I avoid it. That and the roads are awful. They need to do something about maintaining those, because it'll knock the fillings out of your teeth. As I've said before, I try to avoid the Seattle area because it's too congested. I've gone through there a few times, and it's terrible. The unit that I just dropped, I was in the Seattle area, but I avoided the I-5-405 because I came in off the 90. So those I don't mind too bad. I'll deal with that kind of trap when I'm empty. But just the way people drive up there, it's scary. No one uses a blinker. They're in and out of lanes. I've watched cars dive 3 lanes back and forth. You know that space you leave so that you can hit your brakes and not slam into the guy in front of you when he hits his brakes? That's apparently somewhere for them to drive, so it's, I don't know. I don't like going in there with a trailer. Again, safety. Can I handle driving that kind of stuff? Sure. But I don't like it. It's stressful, and it does add a little bit of additional risk. For a good load, sure, I'll do it, but I'm not going to sit there and stress myself out over dealing with that kind of stuff. If there's another load, I'm going to take it. That's all I'm getting at. Portland, Seattle area, nah. But down into Kentucky, Tennessee, the Carolinas, Florida, sure, I'd go down there, grab one of those. So we'll see what happens when I get closer to Michigan. Keep an eye on the load board and see where we're going. But that's the plan now. We're going to get home, we're going to do a reset, we're going to get an oil change, and then we're going to north-south our way to Michigan. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I've rambled long enough. I've covered everything I need to cover. And I'm going to go in, grab some dinner, and hit the hay and get up in the morning and work for a whole 3 hours. So with that being said, as always, those of you out on the roads, I wish you fair winds and following seas. Take care and have a great day.